right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of High School Sports on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Nick Costco. Matt Ulmer handling the video production behind the scenes. And we are live at Lower Cape May Regional High School for a wrestling match between two local rivals, both having excellent seasons, Lower Cape May and Middle Township. We had a little technical issues that we're joining this first bout in progress. We're starting at 150 pounds, Nick, and it's Tyler King for Middle Township up against Danny Byrne for Lower Cape May. And tonight, Middle Township wearing the black and orange, Lower Cape May in the black and blue and gold a little bit. And right now it's a 6-4 lead for King over Byrne a little bit past midway through the second period.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, we've had an exciting bout so far in that first period, led by King, who's bumping up to 150 tonight for Middle Township.
Right.
We had the opening takedown. He leads 6-4 right now, 25 seconds to go in the second period as Byrne maintains his ride along the boundary.
So King's had a good season so far. He's won 3 different tournament titles. Also finished second at another. 5th in the region last year. He's 18-2, but as Nick said, bumping up to 150. Danny Byrne comes in at 17-3 so far, and he won a couple of tournaments this year at Vineland and also at the Gator Beast tournament. So these are two experienced and very good wrestlers, giving us a very competitive matchup right off the bat here as we head to the late stages of the second period.
And great wrestling by both guys so far. Short time in the second period as King tries to get back to his feet. A good job by Byrne to maintain this ride. Second period comes to a close. We'll head to the third with King on top, 6-4 for the Panthers.
And Nick, I got to think that, Middle Township, and both of these teams coming in here, Lower Cape May is 11-1 overall in dual matches. Middle Township 8-1. They both have a common opponent who they lost to, which is St. Augustine Prep. No shame in that. But if Middle Township has a chance to win this match from a team scoring standpoint, I would think this is one they have to have.
Definitely a toss-up bout based on the records for both these guys this season. So about 15, now 20 seconds into this third and final period. Byrne elected to let King up to begin this third period. A shot here by King. In on that single leg near the boundary, trying to dump Byrne along the boundary. Still no change yet. A good sprawl by Byrne, trying to re-attack himself. Now King switching off to a double near the boundary. Can he keep him in? Trying to come around the back, and no takedown. Byrne able to get back to his feet. Was not ruled down with the hand touch. And we're going to get a technical violation as well. And that'll be 1 point added on, as now Byrne is calling for injury time. So there was a technical violation on Byrne.
And Byrne's actually holding his right shin, Nick.
Yeah, he was banged up there. He signaled for injury time. I couldn't quite see the technical violation from here. I can only imagine maybe it could have been for fleeing the mat, possibly, as he was playing along the boundary. But either way, it is a point for King right now. He is up 8-4 in our opening bout of this duel.
And by the way, Nick, our officials this evening, Tom Sullivan and Josh Miller, handling the proceedings here at Lower Cape May. These are teams that are very familiar with one another, obviously, and both having outstanding seasons, and not surprised to see an absolutely packed house in here. I don't think there's another seat to be had. There's people standing along the what would be the baseline of the basketball court on either end of the gym, as well as the stands being packed. So highly anticipated match, not only locally, but throughout South Jersey as well this evening.
One of the bigger matches in the Cape Atlantic League this season as Byrne tries to drive in on a double. He's going to force King to the boundary, and there's a takedown for Byrne right along the edge. He's got 3. He cuts it to 8-7 now. 1:10 to go in the match. He's going to let King up. He's going back to neutral. So now it's 9-7. King on top by 2 points. A shot here from Byrne. Right in on a double. And he's waiting to finish this one off. Nothing yet. Trying to get behind as King scrambles and Byrne cuts through for the takedown. He's up 10-9.
Yeah, he was down 8-4. And he's got 50 seconds here to try to hold on for this win or execute another move to finish him off.
King trying to work back to his base now. Good ride here by Byrne in our opening bout of this duel. Had 150 pounds. Byrne going with a far claw with that left hand, now trying to chop that near side elbow. King up to his feet, needs an escape point to tie. Byrne still maintaining this ride, less than 30 seconds. King now trying to execute a switch here, and out of bounds they go. 21 seconds to go in this match. King trails by 1, and a nice comeback here from Byrne. Danny Byrne, the junior for Lower Cape May, 17-3 this year. Tyler King, 18-2. Remember, King listed at 144. He bumped up for this match. King hits a switch, and he is going to be out for 1. We have a tie match.
Oh, next takedown would win it.
Headlock here at Byrne, able to counter it. He's got a takedown, and now they rule no takedown. King back in. He's got the takedown. A tremendous sequence. He's up 13-10, and Tyler King is going to win the opening bout of this duel. Middle Township leads 3-0. A wild sequence. You saw King go for the headlock. Byrne able to slip it there. Brian almost countered it, and King able to keep his wits about him, finish off with a takedown, and Middle strikes first.
So Middle Township takes a 3-0 lead in the team scoring. And we mentioned that injury time that Byrne had taken earlier. He looked like he may have aggravated that, Nick, in the last 10 seconds there. And that was the opening that King needed to get that late takedown and win the bout.
We're awaiting the official bout here at 157.
So this is R.J. Attenborough for Middle Township in the black and orange, and Gabe Tosto for Lower Cape May in the black and blue. Tosto for Lower comes in at 16-2, and he won the Gator Beast tournament earlier this year. Attenborough is 17-3, and he won the Hamilton Kickoff and the Palmyra tournament earlier this year. So another great matchup in terms of records, 17-3 for Middle against 16-2 for Lower Cape May.
Both these guys were starters last season as freshmen, so already a lot of experience underneath their belts. Of course, this matchup, not only a classic rivalry, Brian, but this was a matchup a couple times last year. You know, the regular season duel, and they end up facing each other in the semifinals of the South Jersey Group 2 tournament, won by Lower Cape May, went on to the state semifinals after winning a sectional title for the first time in, I believe, over 40 years.
Yes, and you have a situation here as well, Nick, where these guys are going to face each other a lot over the course of their careers. They're both sophomores, so you know, these are two guys that could potentially face each other many times going forward.
Good shot here by Attenborough, but a better sprawl by Tosto to prevent this shot. He's going to get heavy with the hips here. Down to 32 seconds to go in this opening period, still scoreless. As Tosto works the front head, Attenborough trying to post on the hips. Tosto trying to work it though. Both wrestlers still on their feet near the edge. And they're trying to work back towards the center. Tosto's a very tight front headlock right now.
Tosto was a region qualifier last year as a freshman.
He took third in that district tournament last year. Also took third at the AHC Christmas tournament earlier this season. First period comes to a close. It is 0-0 between Attenborough and Tosto. Middle Township won the opening bout, 13-10, a win from Tyler King at 150 pounds.
But what an atmosphere here, Nick. I mean, I'm not sure you could fit another person in this gymnasium here. And certainly to be expected. Always a big following for either team, but especially both of them are very good. So it's even bringing out the casual wrestling fan.
Get a lot of high-quality matchups this evening. We're going to get a stalemate here as Attenborough tried to tripod up. You saw Tosto trying to throw in a leg and breaking back down to the mat, but no movement, so they're going to reset here. 1:46 to go in the second period and a caution.
And here I thought Matt Ulmer was the only one with a tripod in the building tonight.
Attenborough trying to grab hold of the ankle. See Tosto trying to throw in a leg. Trying to maintain his ride. Attenborough hipping back in. Might be able to reverse the position. We see Tosto getting that right boot in across the waist. Looking for a tilt is Tasso. He's going to get near fall points. Attenborough's got to be careful here. Tasso looking for the fall. Tasso trying to settle now. He's going to get near fall points here as Attenborough's going to be able to belly down, and Tasso's got both boots in. He's going to go right back to that half Nelson with that left hand. Driving through, looking for the fall is Tasso, and he's got it. Gabe Tasso in 2:51 gets the pin, and Lower Cape May leads it 6-3.
So Gabe Tasso giving Lower Cape May its first victory of the evening and giving the Caper Tigers the lead in the team scoring.
We're going to go to 165. I believe we're going to get Shane Morrill, the freshman for Lower Cape May, out there. He seems to be a crowd favorite.
And Noah Nagel will go out for Middle Township. Shane Morrill is 12-8, third at the Gator Beast and EHT Christmas tournaments this year. He's a freshman, as Nick mentioned. Noah Nagel, a junior, is 13-8. He won the Palmyra tournament earlier this year and was third at the Pete Adams tournament in Vineland.
Both these teams have split bouts so far as Nagel works that front headlock now for Middle Township. Trying to bring Morrill to the ground. Now got to drop in on a single leg. See Morrill trying to throw in that whizzer hand with the left arm. Near the boundary, no change yet. Lower Cape May just took the lead with a Gabe Tasso pin in the second period. You see Morrill just trying to utilize that whizzer to avoid getting taken down here on the boundary. Now he's going to reattack on a low single. Nagel doing a good job, hipping back in. No change yet, so a good scramble by both wrestlers here. Halfway through the first period. Morrill's in on a leg. Nagel trying to pry at the ankles, trying to get his free. Morrill's still hanging on to that single. Good job by him to fight back to even to get to this position. And we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a stalemate. So they're going to reset in the center. 49 seconds to go in this opening period. Good job by Nagel to try to attack there off the whistle. Morrill was aware, though. Got his leg back. We'll slide by, dropping down to an ankle pick as Morrill, and a good counter here by Nagel with the sprawl, now working the tie-ups. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Shot here from Nagel, single leg. Good sprawl by Morrill, trying to spin behind. Now 13 seconds, trying to utilize that crossface. Morrill might try to set up a cradle here, but you see Nagel hipping back in. No change yet. No takedown, 3 seconds. He's around the waist, and the first period comes to a close. We are scoreless between Nagel and Morrill.
Once again, thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Nick Costco. Matt Ulmer handling the video production for us here. We try to bring you this lower middle wrestling match each year when they face one another. It's always a highly anticipated match, and certainly the case this evening.
Nagel on bottom to start that period, a scramble here, and he's going to get around for a reversal. Able to hit back in, so Nagel leads this one 2-0 here in the second period. Morrill tripoding up, now back up to his feet. Nagel got to watch this throw here as now both are in a dogfight situation, and Morrill able to escape. He's out for one, it's 2-1. A little over a minute to go in this second period. Nagel up 2-1 by virtue of a reversal to begin this period. Morrill going back to that little slide by, dropping down to a low single, unable to do so. Now Nagel's going to re-attack here. He's got a double. Good sprawl by Morrell. Nagel looking to elevate and finish, and now Morrell might go for a throw here. He slips, and Nagel's got the takedown. He's got 3. It's 5-1. "30 seconds to go in the second period. And we're going to stop it here. We're going to get a stall warning.
Yeah, that stall warning goes against Nagel.
And they're going to hit you there with stalling if you don't change your position. If you don't move side to side, if you kind of just ride the hips, ride parallel. Sometimes these officials will be quick with that whistle just to enforce the action here. 20 seconds. Nagel's still on top, trying to work his ride. Now Morrell might have Nagel a little bit high here, trying to shake him off. And now Morrell's going to be able to get a reversal. He's got 2 and might get near fall here. Officials holding 2. 5 seconds to go. And now Morrell looking for more exposure. And he's not going to get it as we get to the end of the second period, but Sean Morrell adds 2 near fall, and we have a tie match, 5-5, going into the third period.
Yeah, so Nagel had the lead, and he looked rather comfortable for a while, and then he got a little high there, as Nick said, and Morrell was able to reverse him and then take him to his back long enough to get 2 back points. And now Nagel's going to allow Morrell to escape as they'll fight, they'll wrestle neutral to start, and so Morrell now has a 1-point lead as we start the third.
And Nagel wanted no part of that ride this time around, so it's 6-5. Morrell's out in front. And now Nagel on the re-attack's got a takedown. Now he goes up 8-6. Now looking for near fall points, possibly a fall. Nagel trying to settle back as Morrell tries to belly down here. Morrell doing a good job avoiding the pin right now. Official is holding 2 near fall points. Nagel's got his arm caught here as Morrell able to get back to his base. It's now 10-6. Nagel's on top. .109 to go in the match. Nagel working his ride, trying to run that half on the right side. He might turn him here. Morrell fighting. A good job by Morrell to hip down, gets back to his feet out of bounds, and no change. They'll reset in the center, back in referee's position. And you talk about another match that Middle has to have here following the pin in that at 157. They can at least tie it at the minimum with a win here from Nagel. Under a minute to go. Morrell trying to get back to his feet. Tripoding up. Nagel's still heavy, trying to throw a boot in now. And he'll sprawl back, no change. Morrell's not officially out yet. Yeah, gotta get his head loose.
Yeah, he looked like he was about to get out and tried to throw a shot there. And Nagel was able to hold control.
Nagel hanging on around the head, now going toward the near side leg, looking for a cradle. He's got 22 seconds, he leads 10-6. Might turn Morrell again here. You know Middle Township wants the bonus points. Short time in this third period. Morrell doing a good job fighting off the cradle. Nagel trying to finish it off. 5 seconds. And he's not going to be able to get a turn here. But Noah Nagel will hang on for a 10-6 decision. And Middle Township has tied things up 6-6 after 3 bouts.
All right, so we move to 175. This is Dave Douglas for Lower Cape May on the left.
The 175-pound bout for the Panthers, Connor Hagan.
And Connor Hagan for Middle Township.
Dave Douglas.
Hagan is a sophomore who's 6-10. Douglas also a sophomore, but he's 18-3. Won the Gator Beast tournament, second at EHT, also third in Vineland. So coming into this, Douglas certainly with the stronger resume.
Yeah, he's had a nice sophomore campaign, pushing closer to that 20-win mark as a sophomore. And Brian, we know Lower's lost a couple guys to graduation from last year from that sectional title team, but it just seems like the way Billy Damiano has been able to rebuild this program, they just seemingly reload with the young guys.
Well, they were very excited about some of these guys that were going to replace some of those seniors. The coaching staff talked before the season, said, we had some very good wrestlers in the program that had a hard time getting into varsity matches, and we're excited to see what those guys can do. Douglas is one of them, and he's taking advantage of his opportunity. As we said, he's 18-3 at this point, an awfully impressive record for a sophomore wrestling at this weight.
And not easy once you get to these middle and upper weights, especially for young guys. Particularly after sitting a year, mostly JV, maybe a little bit of varsity time last year behind some veterans, as Douglas trying to work some snap downs here, now trying to throw that underhook on the left side, trying to drag Hagen to the mat here. 30 seconds to go in the first period, still scoreless here, and Hagen lost his headgear, so we're going to get a quick stoppage. We're through 3 bouts so far here at lower. 6-6. Middle's won 2 bouts, and lower able to keep things even with a Gabe Tosto pin at 157. We started at 150 tonight. You see Douglas working that front head, and now an underhook. See if he tries to run Hagen down to the mat here.
And Hagen's lost his headgear again.
See Douglas trying to use that inside trip with that right foot. He's got this locked up pretty tight, but Hagen doing a good job fighting. You see Hagen able to fight off the trip there. And we come to the end of the first period at 175 pounds. I got to imagine it's a combination. Maybe the headgear's a little loose, / Douglas is really cracking on that front headlock right now. He's had that tight for about maybe a combined minute so far from that first period.
So scoreless as we go to the second period here. So tied in the bout, we're tied in the match at 6. This is the early stages, still just the 4th bout of the match tonight. We started at 150.
Douglas able to get free for 1. He's up 1-0 by virtue of the escape. He started the second period on bottom. So we're at 15 seconds in. And Douglas hanging on to his lead as Hagen tries to look for his offense now.
Yeah, when you look at the records of these two wrestlers coming in, as Hagen loses his headgear again for the 3rd time, this is a bout here where Lower Cape May probably feels that they need to get some bonus points out of. But so far, Hagen's hanging in, trailing just 1-0. Yeah, 34 seconds to go in the, 34 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, just based on the matchups that we could see at these upper weights between 190 and heavyweight, Brian, you mentioned Lower K-May needing bonus points here because you got projected for Middle Township at 190. Max Adelizi, who's a 2-time region qualifier, and a guy in Dennis Serra, who's a projected guy for Lower K-May at 190. It obviously favors Middle on paper. So again, if you're the Caper Tigers, might want to try to get more than just a decision here. So a 1-0 lead for Douglas. Lower K-May trying to get their second bout win of the evening. 1:05 to go in the second period. He's maintained this front headlock in that underhook position. Hasn't been able to use it to his advantage quite yet. Now trying to drop to a knee. Trying to use it for a takedown. Now he's going to run through on Hagen. He's got a half Nelson, does Douglas. Looking for the fall now as he gets a count, and there's the pin. Lower K-May strikes back with David Douglas. Gets the fall in a little over 3 minutes. It's now a 12-6 lead for Lower Cape May as we head to 190.
So this is Dennis Serra for Lower Cape May. He comes in at 7-3. And Max Adelizi, who is really Middle's most accomplished wrestler to this point. He's a 2-time Region 8 qualifier. He's 18-2. He won his 100th career match earlier this month. And He was the most outstanding wrestler at the Palmyra tournament. Also finished first in Hamilton and second at the Vineland tournament and the Buck Classic. So Max Adelizi, as he comes in at 18-2 against Dennis Serra at 7-3.
Good shot here from Adelizi. He's got the double and a takedown. It's 3-0, 1:26 to go in this first period. As we just mentioned a few moments ago, Brian, Lower Cape May had the advantage at 175, and 190 certainly favors Middle Township here. See if they can catch up with some bonus points as they trail by 6. Adelizi obviously knows the situation. Perhaps going to try to get a pin early here off this opening takedown. He's going to work wrist control. He's on that left side of Serra right now. Serra, a senior, as we alluded to. And here's a big mat return from Adelizi. That'll send shockwaves through the gym.
Serra, one of the better football players at Lower Cape May, and was a first-team all-division selection as a kicker.
And we are going to get a stoppage as Serra's out for 1.
I believe it might have been an issue with Serra's headgear, Nick, and that's why they stopped it momentarily.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't see anything wrong with either one of the guys. Neither guy was bleeding. But it is 3-1. As Serra was able to muster and escape. Adelizi, one of the better 190-pounders here in South Jersey. Backing on a shot. That's a good one. It's got a single leg. Serra trying to sprawl down. Adelizi able to run the pipe and get him down. He's up 6-1 as the first period is now going to come to a close. So Middle Township feeling good about themselves right now. 190 as Adelizi registers 2 takedowns in the opening 2 minutes.
Yeah, Adelizi was able to get his 100th career win against Woodstown. Nick, the days run together. I think it may have been last week.
I believe it was within
relatively recently. Let's put it that way.
Couple hundred winners, 100 match winners.
Yes.
In this duel. Obviously, Adelizi will see most likely Chase Hansen at the end of this duel for Lower Cape May, the 2-time state placer. He got 100 wins a couple weeks ago. Actually,
yes.
He's only a junior.
Yeah, Hansen, the first underclassman to get 100 career wins at Lower Cape May. And of course, the way high school wrestling is now, you get the opportunity to wrestle a lot more than you did 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, but still a heck of an accomplishment to be able to do that as a junior. And as Nick said, we'll be hopefully seeing Chase Hansen wrestle a little bit later on.
Sure, more wins to come. Adelizi leads this one 7-1 after he got the escape, and he's going to get back in on a shot here. Good sprawl by Serra, but he's going to be hit for a stall warning. So Serra's got to get a little bit more offensive right here, otherwise Adelizi's going to keep pushing the pace here. And Serra gets in on a shot here. He's got a single leg. Good defense by Adelizi, now working that overhook on the left side and a collar tie. Serra able to disengage a little bit. They're still head-to-head here. 40 seconds to go in the second period. Adelizi up 7-1. Both wrestlers just exchanging tie-ups head-to-head right now in collar ties. Less than 30 seconds to go in this second period. Adelizi just trying to gauge distance right now, as is Serra. They're going to go back to this tie-up. Short time now, second period. And with Adelizi up by 6 points here going to the second period. A couple pump snaps from Adelizi. He gets a little smile over to the PA table and the opposing fans. Going to start this third period neutral. And Adelizi has 2 takedowns, Brian, but you got to imagine Middle Township looking for bonus points.
No doubt.
A good sprawl by Serra right there.
Yeah, this and the 215 in the heavyweight, Middle has to think that they have an opportunity to get bonus points. And, Adelizi's got some work to do here in this third period to be able to pull that off in this one here at 190.
Sarah's wrestled well defensively, at least, over the last period plus. Despite giving up 2 takedowns in that first period, he stood tall in the neutral position. Adelizi's slowed down a little bit. But again, one more takedown and we're in bonus point territory, at least for a major decision. Of course, with high school adapting the 3-point takedown like college this season. And he's going to keep re-attacking. Here's Adelizi, and again, good hips by Sarah. Adelizi trying to finish this takedown. Out of bounds they go, and it's still neutral. Adelizi tried to keep that right foot in bounds, but Sarah essentially hit the hardwood there.
Yeah, and really good defense there by Dennis Serra to prevent that takedown.
Key for the duel sometimes, especially in high school, Brian, this is where you look at those situations. Sometimes your guy might not get a win, but if you can save bonus points, it helps out in the long run. Adelizi's got less than a minute here to try to increase this lead. He still leads 7-1, 50 seconds to go. Still head-to-head here. Adelizi is searching for one more takedown to try to get a major decision. Sarah doing a good job now. Adelizi maybe a little bit desperate here, trying to go for some tie-ups with the overhooks, and now Sarah attacking a low leg single. Adelizi defends easily though. 22 seconds, still head-to-head. A little pump fake there from Adelizi. He's got 15 seconds, does need a takedown for the major. Sarah still hanging on. Adelizi, couple fakes, less than 10 seconds. Down to 5. Adelizi shoots now. Sarah trying to get a takedown of his own. The match comes to a close. Max Adelizi's going to win this one from middle, 7-1, as the Panthers cut the lead, 12-9. But a nice job by Dennis Sarah for Lower Cape May, Brian, to save some bonus points.
That was exactly his job right there. You alluded to it. Obviously Adelizi went in as a major favorite there and able to keep that to just a regular decision.
The 215-pound bout for Middle Township, Sean Watkins. For Lower Cape May Regional, Jake Huron.
All right, so this is Jake Huron for Lower Cape May. He comes in at 14-3. He was second at the Gator Beast. This is 215 pounds, by the way. And Sean Watkins, who's 17-1. And he's won 3 tournaments so far this year, the Buck Classic, the Palmyra Tournament, and the Hamilton Kickoff. Sean Watkins, a senior, Jake Huron for Lower, a junior.
Watkins, arguably Middle's best wrestler pound for pound this year, Brian. As you mentioned, just 17-1, took 5th place at the Region 8 tournament last year. Tries to go for an inside trip here. Now looking for a big throw is Watkins. Huron recovered well to stay off his back, but Watkins will finish this one for a takedown. He's up 3-0 with 1:15 to go in the first period.
And again, this is a bout here where Middle Township is certainly looking for bonus points. And they didn't get him last time. Adelizi wrestled well, but Sarah was very good defensively at 190 pounds and kept that to a 7-1 decision, giving Middle just 3 points for that victory.
Huron up to his feet as Watkins trying to maintain his top position, but Huron's out for 1. It's 3-1. Watkins still in front for Middle. And Lower leads the duel right now, 12-9. We started at 150 pounds tonight. We're at 215. So we're nearing the halfway point here.
Watkins, an outstanding linebacker and fullback for Middle Township during football season.
Yeah, I would say pound for pound, especially coming back from last year, Brian, one of Middle's best wrestlers. Working that underhook, trying to hit another throw here, and he's going to get one. Got a takedown, looking to pin here and now, who's trying to fight off his back. It's 6-1, and Watkins is also going to get 2 near falls, so it's now 8-1. And right at the end of the first period, a well-timed takedown from Sean Watkins, who's up by 7 after the first 2 minutes.
Well, he showed terrific quickness there, Nick, to pull that off.
This is a guy if he can be this agile, especially at 215, they'll give him a big advantage moving forward, especially when he faces stiffer competition in the district tournament, the region tournament. It's a guy that's certainly looking for an opportunity to qualify for states this year and to get the Boardwalk call. Just missed out last year, of course, finishing 5th in top 4 in each region, go to states. But he's certainly a candidate coming out of the Region 8 area this year. 1:40 to go, second period, as Heron looking for an escape point to open up this second period. But Watkins doing a good job riding. Watkins trying to use that head lever. Heron able to get his arm free for the moment. Now you see Watkins attacking that wrist once again on that left side. He's gonna hang on to the leg, and it looks like Watkins is gonna cut him loose. It's 8-2. Watkins has hit a nice throw for a takedown twice in this match. The goal right now for him would be to definitely get a pin, but Heron's done a good job fighting off his back and limiting the damage. 45 seconds to go in the second.
And we're so crowded here, Nick. We have people sitting in the aisles in the bleachers.
It's a hot ticket tonight.
Yes, it is. And they also had a girls' basketball game in the other gym. EHT beat Lower Cape May. So a lot of people here for athletics tonight at Lower Cape May Regional High School, and they're seeing a good one here in wrestling.
Shot here from Watkins, well-timed doubles, got the takedown. It's 11-2, 10 seconds to go, second period, as he looks for more here, but Heron's gonna be able to belly down here with short time. Second period comes to a close. Sean Watkins up 11-2 for Middle. They trail the duel by 3 here.
Once again, thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff here with our resident wrestling expert, Nick Costco, and our resident production savant, Matt Ulmer.
He's not an expert?
I don't know. I thought savant was above expert. I don't know. Maybe it is below. I was trying to pay him. I was trying to pay him the ultimate compliment, because if you don't, he gets a little upset.
Watkins is out for 1 here. He's up 12-2. 1:40 to go in the match.
Lower Cape May leading the team score 12-9 here. Watkins on his way to. Well, if it ended right now, would give Middle Township the lead. He certainly wants more, and we'll try to go for a pin here, I'm sure, in this last minute and a half.
A lot of level changes and fakes here from Watkins. Heron doing a good job standing toe-to-toe with him and staying in there in the pocket. And there goes a big double from Watkins. Drives through for a takedown. He's up 15. And that will do it as Heron bellies down. Sean Watkins, the tech fall, 18-3. And Middle Township takes a 14-12 lead going into heavyweight.
That was a very clinical performance there by Watkins. He had an advantage, he knew it, and he took advantage of it. So we moved to 285. It's Maurice Matthews for Middle Township. And Caden Britton for Lower Cape May. And Britton, he's a junior, comes in at 11-10. He was 3rd at the Gator Beast tournament. And Maurice Matthews, another one of these excellent upper weight wrestlers for Middle Township. He's 18-2. He's a 2-time region qualifier. And he's won 3 tournaments this year so far, the Buck Classic, Palmyra, and the Hamilton Kickoff. And he was also 2nd at the Pete Adams Memorial in Vineland.
Good job by Britton right there to get his hips back as Matthews tried to get in on a double. As we just alluded to, the good record there from Matthews this year as a senior. Him and Watkins, a nice 1-2 punch at 215 and heavyweight. Matthews also a 2-time Region 8 qualifier. So another candidate from Middle Township to send a couple bodies out to Boardwalk Hall for the state tournament in March. Britton only 11-10 as Matthews gets in on a single and cuts the corner. He's got a takedown. He's up 3-0, less than a minute to go first period. And now trying to work a crossface, trying to grab that far tricep. Perhaps setting up a cradle here, but a good job by Britton to belly down. And now it looks like Matthews is going to cut him. He will. It's 3-1. Matthews trying to get to the side here. No, Britton almost tried to throw right there. Matthews able to slip it. He's got a takedown again, 6-1. But can't blame Britton for trying to hit a home run. Matthews trying to elevate this leg. He's going to go to that Turk. Going to try to elevate the leg now. Matthews looking for a pin. Matthews trying to stick him. Short time, first period. And he's got it. Maurice Matthews in 150 got the fall. And Middle Township extends the lead 20-12 as we now head down to 106. As we're now through the halfway point of this duel, Brian. Middle Township, that's where they need the bonus points. Tech fall and a pin back-to-back there. Yeah, so they have the 8-point lead here as we go down to 106. And this looks like Landon Shivers, who's a freshman for Lower Cape May, coming in at 10-9. And he was second at the Gator Beast tournament earlier this season, fourth at the EHT Christmas tournament. Middle Township, it's Calvin Park. He's a junior who's 15-2, and he's won 3 tournaments so far this season, and he's trying to go to work right away on Landon Shivers. Yeah, immediately went to try to go to that front headlock, tried to hit a go behind there, Brian, within the first 15 seconds. Shivers doing a good job keeping that left arm up right now, but Park going to keep working on that near side ankle, see if Park can set up a cradle as well. No change yet. Still scores as Park eventually does get behind here. He's got a takedown. It's 3-0. Might be trying to take him back here. He does, and he only got one swipe, and Shivers able to belly down for the moment. Park has that arm caught, though. He's going to work the ride now. Shivers to his feet, and Park lets him go. It is now 3-1. Shivers just tried to find a leg, and Calvin Park, as you can see, some nifty footwork like a boxer as he sprawls down, but Shivers still hanging on to that single leg. Trying to switch to a double, but good hips here from Park, sprawling down. And now he'll go behind here. No takedown yet, and there it is. It's now 6-1, Park out in front. So things are going to be moving fast here in this match at 106. Quite the difference between the heavyweights and the little guys. Shivers out for one as Park let him go, and immediately back in on a double. A little gamesmanship there from Park. It's 9-2. Park trying to get a leg in there on the right side. He's got one boot in. But as we mentioned, Brian, bonus points could come at a premium for Middle Township. They need to get those bonus points at those spots where they are heavily favored, because you know Lower Cape May's lower way, especially once we get above 106, it starts swinging back in the other way. Certainly does. We started this duel at 150 pounds, so we'll end with 144. I anticipate we'll see the two-time state placer Chase Hansen at that weight. As we come to the end of the first period, Park has a 9-2 lead for Middle, and the Panthers have a 20-12 lead. And I got to imagine, Brian, again, you see the chess match between these two teams tonight. Could be different if they see each other again, and we could very well see them again if they wrestle in the sectional playoffs again. Yeah, Park with the 3 takedowns in that first period. Yeah, so it will be interesting. I mean, we're seeing a very competitive match tonight, and as you mentioned, both of these teams are Group 2 teams. They certainly look like they're both going to be playoff qualifiers as Park really takes control here. Got a takedown there now, looking for the fall as Park trying to add to the Middle Township's lead. And he's got the fall. Calvin Park a pin in the second period in just a little over 2 minutes. Middle Township a 26-12 lead as Park got that one in 2:22. So now we move to, as Calvin Park picks up the early second period pin, we move to 113. This is Bryce Paley, a sophomore, 7-2. And Benjamin Banks for Middle Township, who comes in at 11-8, and he has 2 second place finishes at tournaments so far this year. Paley's been out of the lineup a little bit for Lower Cape May so far this season, but a solid 7-2 record
And I would think he'd be favored here.
He's a Region 8 qualifier. Took third in the district tournament last year. But this is where Lower Cape May, Brian, has to start making up ground, and Paley getting off to a good start. We're at a takedown there. He's up 3-0. So Lower Cape May looking for some positivity after a rough few bouts. And now he's trying to throw in a half on the near side. Banks has to fight this off. Paley now looking for a fall himself. Paley trying to settle now as Banks trying to fight off his back. Paley settling. It's got some time here. He's got over a minute. Paley adjusting, looking for the fall. No stick yet. Banks doing a good job fighting. His right shoulder's off. Paley settling. Banks doing a tremendous job right now just to avoid the fall. Paley still has 45 seconds. There it is! Bryce Paley in 1:15. Lower Cape May strikes back with the pin. It's 26-18. That'll wake the gym up.
Yeah, certainly from the Lower Cape May side, the home side gets the fall there from Bryce Paley, excuse me. So this will be Cade Heacock for Lower Cape May. He comes in at 10-9. Fourth at the EHT Christmas tournament earlier this season. Cameron Park, a senior. Cade Heacock also a senior. Cameron Park, 10-7.
How about this? Park trying to go on a shot, and now Cade Heacock counters with a cradle. Now he's looking for a fall, and Park able to break free. A wild sequence. He gets a takedown and 3 near fall points. Cade Heacock, a 6-0 lead. And now Park hits the deck.
A lot of action, only 16 seconds into this bout. And Park asking for injury time.
I believe the official, Brian, originally ruled it a 3-point near fall, but they must have conferenced and added 4 near fall. Let's see. They're going to go back to the scores table here.
No, they just took a point away. So, yeah, so it's a takedown plus 3 near fall for Cade Heacock.
So Park was a little shaken up right there after that sequence. It looked like he was fine for a second. It could be a cramp as he kind of just fell to the mat right there, but he seems to be all right.
Heacock, one of the better baseball players in the school as well. And he missed some time due to a knee injury earlier in his career.
Oh, he's going to line up a cradle again. Heacock looking for a fall. He's going to get a count, though. They're holding 4, it looks like. Let's see. Yep, he'll get 4 near fall points here. 10-0 Heacock. He is dominating right now. Both wrestlers came into this match, Brian, pretty evenly matched, at least record-wise, but Heacock, a couple counters and going into these cradles. Park might be shell-shocked here as Heacock looking for another one. And we're not even halfway through the first period.
Yeah, Park expending a lot of energy trying to fight off a pin.
This is a big way for Lower Cape May to get back into the duel with bonus points as Heacock's had multiple opportunities for falls, but he's up 10-0 with 46 seconds to go in the first period. Park now trying to get on a single leg here as Heacock trying to fight that off, trying to maintain the top position. Park's around the waist in both legs. He drives through. He's got the reversal. It's 10-2. Much needed for Park. Gonna try to throw a boot in, trying to break Heacock back down to the mat. 23 seconds. And Park doing a good job staying heavy. And we're gonna get a stoppage. We're gonna get a stalemate. So Park on top right now as they'll reset in the center with 19 seconds to go in the first. Talk about a lot of action. Park had the shot off the whistle to start the bout, Brian, as we're going to get a caution here. And they're going to get that one on Park for his setup. But Heacock, the counter right there, the gym erupted once he countered immediately. Heacock to his feet, turning back in, looking for a big mat return as Park gets him back down. Trying to maintain this here, doesn't want to allow any more points. 10 seconds.
So a big first period for Cade Heacock as he'll take a 10-2 lead into period number 2. We had almost an entire bout's worth of action packed in the first 16 seconds.
That's where you can get it at high school wrestling, especially these lower weights. These guys are quick. These guys are agile. Get sequences like that. So we'll start the second period in neutral. Heacock on top, 10-2 for Lower Cape May, who trails by 8 in this duel. There are 5 bouts remaining tonight, including this one, as Heacock looked for a throw. Park able to slip and counter. They're still neutral, tied up head-to-head. Heacock, a shot, good sprawl by Park. Working the front head now, trying to go behind here. 1:30 to go in the second. Heacock able to slip through, and now countering with the head and the leg, looking for a cradle as Park tries to stand up and avoid it. Slips his head. Heacock back down on a single. Park trying to stuff the head here. Trying to get free the knee line, and we're going to get a stalemate. So one thing I've noticed so far this evening, the officials will call this stalemate a little quicker than anticipated. They're not going to let the action get too stalled out there. They want to keep the action moving on the feet. Couple level changes from Park, and on a single, good sprawl by Heacock. Now Park gets behind for the takedown. He cuts the lead 10-5. Can he get a cradle here? He's locked up around the neck, see if he can bring that knee to the face.
Park's done a good job of settling things down. I mean, Heacock was dominating this early. He went out to a 10-0 lead. And still a relatively comfortable lead, but not if he gets him turned here.
He's got his hands locked, but Heacock, his back his shoulders didn't break the 45-degree angle mark, but Park knows he can set it up here. He's going to roll the wrists underneath, trying to get a boot back in, maintain the ride. Lower Cape May's bench wants a locked hands call. Either they are not going to get it or the officials didn't see it. Tough Marr angle. Now Park trying to run a half on the near side.
13 seconds.
Short time here. Heacock tripoding up. Park trying to maintain his ride. Hanging on for dear life here. 3 seconds, and we're going to get a potentially dangerous based on the position, so they're going to reset with 2 seconds. So Park trying to finish the period on top. Heacock tries to stand up. Park able to ride him out there for those final 2 seconds. We'll head to the third period. Cade Heacock for Lower Cape May still on top, 10-5. And they're going to go start neutral again. So both wrestlers have chosen neutral for both periods. A lot of action. Slowed down a little bit in the second period. Park trying to get a snap down, trying to reach for that ankle as well. Good shot here from Park, single leg, treetop position, now going to try to cut through, trying to pop his head out. Heacock still on that ankle. Park has to get his leg free. He's going to hook around the leg here. He's around behind. Nothing yet. There's a takedown. Cameron Park has cut the lead 10-8. He's got that arm trapped. Can he run a bundle arm here? But his leg is still in, Park says. But now, Brian, he's got to look for tie-ups here. Ideally, I mean, you could cut him here and take him down again for a tie match, but it seems like they're confident in him getting a turn here. We'll see how it plays out in this final minute. And we're going to stalemate.
Yeah, you would think, Nick, at some point, if Park does not show the... And now it looks like... Are they going to allow Heacock to go neutral here? No, it does not look that way.
Let's see.
And it looks like they are actually, yes.
Yeah, head coach Matt Wolf was signaling to Park to let him up.
So Heacock now with a 3-point lead here, and Park will need a takedown to tie. A takedown by Heacock would really put him in control. So the next points scored here are massive in this bout.
And there's a shot from Heacock trying to elevate the single. Park hitting that whizzer in. able to sprawl down. He's bringing the action back towards the mat. Park, a heavy sprawl here. 35 seconds. Heacock trying to come around for a double. Good defense by Park. They're near the boundary, out of bounds. 30 seconds exactly remaining in this match. Park needs to take down the tie. No stalls from either man. I think we just got one.
Yeah, stalling warning has been given to Park.
It's because his shoes come untied, and these refs are not going to be lenient with that rule at the high school level. So they just gave Park the stall warning, but obviously he has to push the pace here. He needs to take down. Heacock a shot. Good sprawl by Park. Heacock trying to bring in that single leg. Coming up now, Park. Good hips here. Back to their feet. 18 seconds. Can Heacock hang on? Short time. Shot from Park. Single leg. Trying to drive through. 6 seconds. Park driving. Heacock's on his back. No change. 1 second. And the match has come to an end. Oh, no takedown.
Middle Township's coaching staff is not happy there. Matt Wolf is asking for an explanation as to why they didn't get a takedown there just before the buzzer. But the official ruling is that Cade Heacock was able to fight that off, and he's going to come away with an 11-8 decision.
A wild match as Lower Cape May cuts it back. 26-21. It looked like Park had the takedown near the edge, but Heacock able to keep that wrist, those hands locked around the leg for that scramble position despite fighting off his back. A great match, but Lower Cape May back within 5 as we head to 126.
So we go to 126 here. And this will be Connor Barikian for Lower Cape May. He comes in at 13-6. He's a senior. Dante Kelly, a junior, comes in at 14-5.
This is a big one, Brian, because both of these guys were Region 8 qualifiers last season. So a very even-matched bout right here. And again, this could swing the duel.
Barikian second at the Vineland and Gator Beast tournaments, third at the EHT Christmas tournament earlier this year.
There's a takedown right there for Kelly along the edge, so he gets things going for Middle Township. And now, if you notice the team score, Brian, it's 26-20 rather than the regular 26-21. I believe Lower Cape might have had a team point deducted for perhaps bench conduct after that last match.
Yeah, we'll have to get an explanation on that later. We'll see what we can do there. Kelly won the Palmyra tournament, was second at the Pete Adams Memorial at Vineland, and also third at the Buck Classic this season.
Kelly looking for a mat return along the edge. Out of bounds they go as Barikian try to get his escape. This is where that chess match comes into play, Brian, because obviously Lower Cape May is going to have guys at 32 and 38, and Chase Hansen, I would imagine he goes down to maybe 138 pounds for the postseason, but he's been bouncing between 38 and 44 this year. Obviously, depending upon the matchups, I would think they're going to let him maybe finish things out, especially if they're within a pin, perhaps, to win the entire duel.
So this is stopped for potentially dangerous here. Kelly will be in control.
Gotta wonder if that was indeed a team point deduction from that last bout. How large is that going to loom with 4 bouts to go, which does include this one?
Yeah, there was some banner going on between potentially dangerous again.
Yeah, we're going to get an illegal slam right there from Kelly. And to me, it looked like a solid mat return, but you can't go quite above the head right there, so that's why they're going to give the penalty point. So Barikian gets one on the board, and now it looks like Kelly's going to cut him loose as well, so now it's 3-2.
It looked like at the end of Heacock's match, there was one or two of the assistant coaches for Lower Cape May were very heated with the officials, and you wonder, had something already been called then, or was it after that confrontation? But either way.
Oh, look at this from Barikian, a takedown, not yet. I don't know how, but Kelly able to maintain control here with that leg, and now Barikian hips over. Nothing. What a scramble, and Kelly ends up on top. He's up 6-2. Boy, Barickian, he had a great shot from neutral there, Brian, but somehow Kelly kept his wits about him, able to hit back in. And now he's up by 4 with 30 seconds to go in the first period.
Well, this is certainly one of those bouts that could have gone either way, and certainly could be a huge factor in determining who wins this team.
Out of bounds they go, and Kelly's going to get hit for stalling because he was just hanging on for dear life as Barickian tried to get his escape. I mean, there are a lot of implications for this duel, Brian, because again, you mentioned both teams come in with just one team loss. Lower Cape May's 11-1, Middle's 8-1. They're both in the American division of the Cape Atlantic League, and they're both teams only lost to St. Augustine Prep, which is your front runner to be Cal champs again this year. But this could loom large for standings in the Cal, then as well as for the South Jersey Group 2 playoffs, where these two teams could see each other again like they did in the sectional semifinals last year. We're going to get the second period started in just a moment. Kelly leads 6-2.
Right.
Can only imagine winner of this duel might have the inside track to hosting in the sectional playoffs should they be a 2 or should they be a 2 seed. This could be the difference where Lower hosted those 2 matches last year, maybe Middle hosts them this year. Out of bounds they go. Kelly still maintaining his ride on top. Barickian doing a good job on bottom right now, trying to force the action. And you got to remember, Kelly has already been hit for stalling in this match. And you got a caution. Barickian went a little bit early on bottom. And Barickian's out for one as Kelly cuts him loose 6-3. And Kelly is just like a bull right now. Lowering the head, driving in. Some good snaps by Barickian, single leg here. Trying to dump him on that fireman's. Kelly trying to scramble with him. No 3 yet. Barickian trying to reach for that head. He's swimming through. Pops the head out. There's 3. Connor Barickian has tied things up at 6 apiece. 1:20 to go in the second period. Barickian trying to elevate that leg. Oh, he might have a bundle arm here. He's going to get near fall points. Barickian's got to count. Kelly going to roll to his belly. And Barickian's going to get 4 near fall. He's up 10-6. 1 minute to go in the second. Back and forth we go here at 126 pounds. Barickian trying to flatten Kelly again. Did not get a count there. Didn't hold him long enough. Barickian driving. Can he get another turn? He's got a bundle arm again. Coming around the other way. He's going to get a count. Look at the fall. He's got it. Connor Barickian pins Dante Kelly. And we are tied at 26. A huge swing in this duel with 3 matches remaining.
So we're tied at 26. And we'll go to 132 here.
The 132-pound gal for the Panthers. For the keeper side is Billy Whitney.
This is Billy Whitney for Lower Cape May. He's 14-6. He's a sophomore. And it's Jerry Booth for Middle Township, also a sophomore. Booth is 5-7. Whitney 14-6.
Whitney's had a good season so far. Took third at the Gator Beach tournament, fifth at the HD Christmas tournament, trying to throw Booth down here. Good job by Booth to get his hips back. No change yet as Whitney finally drags him back down to the mat. It is a 3-0 lead for Whitney. There was a chance Whitney might have bumped up to 38 tonight, but they kept him right at 32, as I think now Lower Cape May can see the duel is swinging back in their favor.
Well, there's no question about it. We have three, including this one, we have 3 bouts remaining. And, in one of those looming is Chase Hansen for Lower Cape May. So for Middle Township to really have a chance to win this thing, they would almost have to win these next 2 bouts.
Yeah, at the minimum, Brian, they're going to need decisions here.
Yeah, I mean,
to go up by 6, and then if you're Chase Hansen, you're going to need a pin to tie. Then you go to criteria.
Right. Chase Hansen is going to be a major favorite to win by pin. So, yeah, Lower Cape May certainly has to like the position they're in right now.
Whitney's up by 3 right now, looking for a tilt. He's going to get some near fall points here. And he'll get 2 off that count. It's 5-0. Looking for another one. Trying to run this arm bar now. Whitney stepping over. Booth trying to bridge. Officials holding 4. Booth trying to fight off his back, trying to bridge up. Whitney settling down. Can he get the fall here in the first? Booth able to fight off his back. Good job by him defensively. As Whitney will get 4 near fall, it is 9-0. Here comes Whitney again, got a cradle looking for the fall. Short time. He's got it in 1:57. It's Billy Whitney, the sophomore, putting Lower Cape May up 32-26.
Whitney, an impressive performance there at 132. We'll move to 138. And this is R.J. Garden for Middle Township and Dom Marrero for Lower Cape May. Garden is a sophomore who's 10-5. He was second at the Palmyra tournament. Marrero is a junior. He's 13-6. He was second at the Gator Beast and third at the EHT Christmas tournament.
Well, if there's anything such as miracles, Brian, Middle's going to need this one. They're going to need a heroic, they're going to need a Hercules-level effort at 144 to beat Chase Hansen. But a great duel nonetheless. And you would love to see how these individual matchups play out here to end this duel, but Lower Cape May back in control.
Yeah, and you look at the efforts by, Barikian and Heacock for Lower Cape May at 126 and 120 a little bit earlier. And that's really where this match swung in Lower Cape May's favor.
Marrero up 3-0 by virtue of his takedown here, and he's going to cut Garden loose here. It's 3-1. Garden, the sophomore, just 10-5 this season. Marrero 13-6 as a junior, to a couple nice finishes at some of these in-season tournaments. He's in on a leg here, and a good job by Garden to sprawl out here. His leg is still caught, though. And we're going to get a stoppage here for potentially dangerous. .30 seconds to go in this first period. Marrero almost tried to throw an underhook, throw Garden out of bounds, try to change the position. They're actually going to hit Marrero with a stall warning for backing out. Yeah,
we've noticed that this evening, Nick. The officials have been quick to give the stall warnings tonight. I don't know if we've actually seen someone lose a point yet.
Not quite yet.
Right, but the stall warnings have come quickly, and it's actually, when you look at it that way, it's been effective because we haven't had anybody lose a point. The kids realize they have to wrestle or it'll get called.
Yeah, at least for this duel, we've seen it be effective. Of course, we've also seen duels in the past, high school, college, nonetheless. Sometimes those stall warnings don't really service the warning as they should. Marrero on top as Garden tries to escape. His foot's still caught. Marrero coming up with it, and he's going to let him go. So Garden cuts the lead 3-2 as Middle trying to get another win under their belts here in this duel, trying to cut into the lead before we get to the final bout. .130 to go in the second period. Good duel this evening. Marrero driving through on a double. He's got a takedown. Can he get near fall here as Garden's going to reverse the position. And now he's got Marrero on his back. Marrero's up 6-4, but now Garden's going to be holding some near fall points here as Marrero able to bounce back and get back to his belly. Garden all of a sudden with the reversal and the near fall, he's up 8-6. Going for it again. He's got that arm behind the back of Marrero. So he's into that hammerlock position. Looks like Garden's going to try to set up an arm bar on that left side. He's got 50 seconds to work. Good job by Garden. Maintain control. Marrero able to get his arm free. .30 seconds. Marrero trying to turn back into him. Garden able to catch him. He's going to get some near fall points. And he'll get 3 more at the moment. They're going to have to wait till he breaks the grip here. And they'll award it to him 11-6. Short time, second period. Second period comes to a close. It's R.J. Garden on top, 11-6. And it looks like Marrero is going to choose neutral for the third period. He'll try to go back to work on his feet, trying to cut into the lead. Our final bout this evening will be at 144 pounds. Chase Hansen for Lower Cape May, due up. 2-time state place winner for the Caper Tigers. Finished 7th as a freshman. 3rd as a sophomore, both at 132 pounds. And now Garden is shaken up. He'll need to take injury time. He's holding his left ankle. But he's still up 11-6 right now in this bout.
And he appears to be in some distress down there, Nick.
Maybe an awkward step as they were going out of bounds there. So they're going to check on him.
We'd like to take this time to acknowledge all of our sponsors this winter season. Thank you for your endless support of high school athletics and all the student athletes in South Jersey.
Okay, so we're back, and by the way, we do want to mention thanks to all of our sponsors. They are the reason why we're able to bring you these wrestling matches and basketball games that we show to you on Cape Atlantic Live. And this is Don Marrero for Lower Cape May and R.J. Garden for Middle Township at 138 pounds. Second to last bout. Garden holding an 11-6 lead here. Lower Cape May leading 32-26 in the team scoring.
He's got a takedown here, does Garden. He's up 14-6 now, trying to work a cradle. A pin will tie things up. Can Garden run it? He's got 1:10 to go in the match. Gonna go that head inside cradle. Marrero fighting desperately here. Garden locks it up with his hands, driving him over. R.J. Garden looking for the fall.
He's got him.
He's gonna step over now. And nothing yet. He's got to settle back here as Marrero fights. Garden settling. And still waiting on it. Garden Still driving. Now we'll step over. Trying to finish it off. There it is. There's a fall for R.J. Garden. They'll get that one in 4:22, and just like that, Middle Township has tied things up 32 apiece.
And now Chase Hansen will come out for Lower Cape May, a massive favorite. He's undefeated, third in the state last year. And he'll go up against Connor Rollins, who's a solid wrestler in his own right, but this is a step up in class for him.
And remember, Brian, Tyler King, who was originally listed as their 144-pounder, bumped up to 150, and he got a 13-10 decision. He was no slouch, 5th place in the region last year. And Connor Rollins.
Yeah, Rollins is 13-7. Second at Palmyra, second at Hamilton, third at Vineland, third at the Buck Classic.
You see Hansen there able to fight up. Rollins had a good attempt right there. Almost got Hansen flattened out there for the opening takedown, but you saw Hansen slip the head out. He's got a 3-0 lead.
But Hansen, one of the best in the state. He's 21-0. As I said, third at the state tournament last year. First underclassman to reach 100 career wins here at Lower Cape May. Potentially dangerous. We have to have a restart here.
Yeah, it's one of those head lever moves, Brian, where you can take the arm back over your head, but you can't take it too far back. Otherwise, if it goes too far up in the air, they will call that every time. Hansen trying to get on a shot there. Now goes underhooks, and Rollins trying to throw there. Hansen going to settle here, looking for the fall. And Rollins able to belly down, but Hansen's up 6-1. As we mentioned, Hansen, one of the best wrestlers in the state. Remains to be seen if he'll go 38 or 44 for the postseason. But his only losses in his career, Brian, are at the state tournament at Boardwalk Hall. He hasn't lost a match outside of that arena.
Yeah, he's a two-time district and region champion. Getting quite a few Division I looks.
You can only imagine the offers are going to start rolling in soon. A little slide by there, nicely done by Hansen. It's 9-2, and he is going to cut Rollins loose. It's now 9-3. But here comes the action from Hansen, right back in on a shot takedown. He's up 12-3, and that's just what he does. Trying to lock up a cradle on the boundary, trying to keep his feet in. Hansen will try to drag him in, see if he can keep a foot in here too. He's got 15 seconds. He's going to run him over. He's got a cradle. Looking for the fall. Chase Hansen to try to win this match and the duel. Look at near fall. 5 seconds. Hansen trying to load it back up. He's going to come through. Here he comes to a close. He's going to get 3 near fall. It is 15-3. And I believe it's his choice. It is. He's going to go neutral. So a takedown here, Brian. He'll win the match and win the duel for Lower Cape May. And it might not take long after that first period. So work the tie-ups here. Hansen inside trip attempt, coming around, takedown, and a tech fall for Chase Hansen. He wins this one 18-3, and with that, Lower Cape May beats Middle Township 37-32, a tremendous duel, but of course, your closer right there, Chase Hansen, one of the best in the state for a reason.
Well, certainly Lower Cape May liked how that's set up to have Chase Hansen being able to wrestle in the last match, and he certainly was able to deliver for the Caper Tigers, but as I mentioned earlier, a couple of bouts that could have gone either way. You look at Cade Heacock's win at 120 and Connor Barikian's win at 126. They went a long way toward giving Lower Cape May the win here as they beat their rival 37-32. But what we actually saw here tonight, Nick, was a great night of high school wrestling between two really good programs with a lot of good wrestlers.
A couple bouts go the other way, and you're looking at maybe Middle actually squeaks out an upset here on the road against their rival, but I got a feeling this might not be the last time we see these two teams face each other. If memory serves, I don't know if they wrestle each other again on the regular season schedule, but this could be, once again, a playoff matchup right here in Lower Cape May Regional High School.
So it was a really good one here this evening. Once again, Lower Cape May wins it 37-32 over their big county rival in Middle Township. For Matt Ulmer, for Nick Costco, I'm Brian Kniff. Thanks for joining us. This has been High School Wrestling on Cape Atlantic Live.
We'd like to take this time to acknowledge all of our sponsors this winter season. Thank you for your endless support of high school athletics and all the student athletes in South Jersey.